Olivia. And what's your name, dude?
What's my name?
Damien. Cool. Well, I'm Mr. Joe. Today we're going to be reading 2 different books. We're going to start off with Zen Pig. Ooh. And we're going to do Nobody Hugs a Cactus. I love this book because I love to do the cactus voice. He's kind of grumpy, and I think he has a really funny voice. Cool. Let's start off with Zen Pig. And this book is written by Mark Brown, so that means he's the guy that created the book. And it's illustrated by Amy Lynn Larwig. It means that she's the lady that did the pictures. And if you guys want to be even closer, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do for it. Cool. Look, here's what the first page looks like. Just a bunch of pigs. Ooh. And here's what the title page looks like. There's a pig. You like the pigs, Damien? Me too. Cool. And here's the dedication page. Sometimes, whenever an author writes a book, whenever the guy who writes a book, he thinks, oh, I really want to write this book and I want to let somebody special know that I really love them. So I'll dedicate my book to them. So I'll write in the front of the book, thank you so-and-so. In this one, he says it's dedicated to his son Noble, who is already a far better man than I. I love you. Hello, kids. Come in, sit down. We're just beginning with Zen Pig. Ooh. So here we go. You like the pig? Yeah. Eons ago, on a green grassy knoll, lived a pleasant little pig who always seemed quite whole. He enjoyed his life much more than most because he took his time to look at things close. Look. He looks all at the stuff around him and he doesn't just go by it. He takes his time. He looks at flowers, he looks at trees, he looks at everything around him. Wherever he was always there, ready and willing to be fully aware. That Zen Pig is special, is what others would say, yet Zen Pig denied and said, I'll show you the way. Care for each other as much as you care for yourself, and never lose sight that love is true wealth. He's hanging out with his friend. It looks like it's raining, and he's letting his friend underneath his umbrella.
Looks like a cat.
Do you think that's a cat? I think that's a cat too.
It's a cat one or something.
Yeah,
He's probably doing it because cats really hate water.
I think you're right. Cats hate water. So he's a nice little pig.
Our babysitter has a cat, and he sometimes likes taking that, sometimes he doesn't.
Really? That's a weird cat. And when you speak, choose your words with care. Only kindness and compassion will ease others' despair. I think he's friends with his elephant. And like, since the elephant is so big, whenever he talks to it, it looks like he has to get a ladder.
Yeah, because his ears are there.
Yeah. And look, the elephant's even crying. If you look close, you can see a little elephant tear.
Yeah.
Poor elephant. We all make mistakes, so forgive yourself fast. And don't expect to be perfect, or happiness won't last. What do you think's happening there?
Is that a panda?
I think it might be like a red panda.
Yeah.
And it looks like maybe like they were having some tea, and then like somebody spilled the tea, and he's like, hey, it's no big deal if you spilled the tea. It's all right. Yeah, we'll get more. Never waste time thinking of the future or past. Just enjoy the moment and all that it has. Be thankful for all that you have. There is no need for more. You have everything that's needed to walk through happiness's door. I like this picture. It's my favorite one because, like, yeah, look at that little mouse. The ice cream is bigger than him.
Yeah.
It's huge, huh?
Yeah.
You see it?
It's
Yeah. When someone's in need, don't think, just act. Give all you can and don't hold back. I think he built this dude a house.
Yeah. They're like birdhouse.
Yeah.
It's food house.
Yeah, I made a birdhouse once. It was fun.
I have Papa and Kayla in my house.
You do?
But my house.
Yeah.
The house, my house.
There's birds outside your house?
Yeah.
Cool. There's a bunch of birds outside my house right now. There's a little family of birds. There's a mama bird, there's a daddy bird, and there's 5 little birds.
Oh.
They're swallows. They sleep in this little nest that they made. It's made out of mud.
Yeah.
I know, huh? Crazy. I wouldn't want to live in a mud house.
That would be weird because they always have pigs. Yeah, pigs live in the mud.
Pigs do live in the mud.
It would be dripping down every day.
It's dry. Like I don't know how they did it.
Yeah, if you got wet mud, it would be like dripping. Yeah,
I know.
pigs jump in the mud.
They do. They love mud. Listen to my words and follow the path. Then you too will sit upon the knoll with the green grass. And I think this is a yak. Namaste. He said hello. Cool, and that's it. That's a Zen pig. Cool, huh? Now we're gonna do nobody hugs a cactus.
Oh, because they'll get spiked.
Yeah, I've never tried to hug a cactus.
Rattlesnakes can go up. Oh, I've been
Rattlesnakes can go up cactus.
I've been at this play and I got stuck by a cactus.
Did it hurt?
Yeah. Yeah. Just spiky.
They
It
are
doesn't hurt that
spiky.
bad. Just hurts.
And they have lots of little bitty spikes in them, and you have to get them out with like tweezers or something.
Yeah. Somehow.
Oh. This book is Nobody Hugs a Cactus. This book is written by Carter Goodrich. And look at the cactus on the cover. Yeah, he's grumpy. Yeah.
Because he doesn't get a hard baby. Maybe just
Exactly.
hug him on the bottom.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Nobody hugs a cactus. There's the cover page.
There's a cactus.
Oh, well, those are some big cactuses in here. Okay, there he is. He's just chilling, just hanging out. Yeah. Hank lived in a pot. The pot set in a window. The window looked out at the empty desert. It was hot, dry, peaceful, and quiet. Just the way Hank liked it. There he is.
Cactus doesn't need water.
They don't, do they? But every now and then, somebody would interrupt Hank's peace and quiet. Hiya, Hank! Rosie the tumbleweed cried out as she went by. Isn't it a beautiful day? Hank ignored her because he wanted to be left alone.
And get a hug.
He's not very nice, is he? Okay, so long, said Rosie cheerfully as she tumbled away.
Oh, she is back.
There she is, she's a tumbleweed. Hank was happy again. But just as he was beginning to relax, You can tell he looked surprised.
Yeah.
Just as he was beginning to relax. Hello! Shouted a tortoise. I think that's what a tortoise would sound like.
Sounds like a turtle.
Yeah! Hello!
Not turtles.
Hello!
What? I think turtles, like the regular ones, wouldn't sound that way.
What do you think they would sound like?
They don't.
I don't know, probably like me or somebody else.
So you think they wouldn't, but you think if they were like ones that lived in the desert, you think they would have a dry voice? Oh, Hank saw him and Hank's not too happy. He said, "Private property!" yelled Hank. "Keep out!" The tortoise was so frightened that he hid in his shell. Went back in his little tortoise house. Hank was still yelling at the tortoise when a jackrabbit dashed by. Check it out. That is a big rabbit.
Huge.
Hiya, Prickles!
Yeah.
She shouted.
And the kangaroo have a baby in a pouch.
The kangaroo does have a baby in its pouch. That's true. My name isn't Prickles! Hank yelled back. Stay out of my yard! You can see he's waving his little cactus arm. But they're not very big, so maybe like. Tumbleweeds, tortoises, jackrabbits. What's next? Said Hank. He's really grumpy.
Oh,
He needs a nap.
He does need a nap.
And he also needs a mom.
He does need a mom.
And he needs a baby sister.
Exactly. A coyote came
Yeah, and
lopping
he
by.
needs a daddy.
He needs a lot of love.
that guy is.
He needs daddy.
Yes, he does.
There's a wolf.
It's a coyote, it's like a wolf. A coyote came lopping by. No dogs allowed! Yelled Hank.
But he's not a dog.
Exactly, that's what he says.
No.
I'm not a dog, said the coyote, and you are as prickly on the inside as you are on the outside. Ooh. And look, if you notice, the tortoise is still in its shell. Like it, got so scared it hasn't come out yet.
No. We found a trap on the side of our road.
Did you pick it up?
Yeah, it was sticky.
Before Hank could yell back at the coyote, a cowboy strode by. Keep off my grass! Yelled Hank. There's not even any grass. Yeah, like look at that.
Oh, I see a snake back there.
Oh, I see a snake.
Wait,
Oh, you see a snake?
I
Yeah,
can't.
I thought it was another random cat.
Oh, okay.
Can I see?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe.
What grass? Said the cowboy. Seems to me somebody needs a hug. Too bad nobody hugs a cactus. The plot thickens. Ha! Said a lizard. Who invited you? Said Hank. And just in case you're wondering, I don't want a hug. That's good, said the lizard, because I don't want to give you one.
And plus you can't stand up.
Yeah, exactly. And then he just skittered away. That's what lizards do. They just...
Yeah, and they live with their mommy, daddy,
They do.
and their babies.
Baby lizards are cool. Ooh, look, it's getting night now. It's getting night now. An owl landed on the roof. There he is, checking out the owl. If you're looking for a hug, said Hank, well, I guess I could give you one. Oh, see, plot thickens. You didn't see that coming. Mm-hmm. Whoo! Me? Said the owl. You must be joking. And for the first time, Hank began to feel a little lonely. Look, he's looking at him like, come back. He's a little bit sad now.
Sad now.
The next morning, Hank was feeling more sad on the inside than prickly. Maybe a hug wouldn't be so bad after all.
The turtle's still there.
The turtle is still there, exactly. Good.
There's a rabbit back there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Cool. The wind began to pick up. An old cup blew by and got stuck to Hank's face.
Oh, look at the turtle.
Yeah, the turtle's still there. Look, everything's just going by.
And the shell's looks like a tornado's happening.
His arms were too short to get it off. He tried. Great, said Hank. After a while, Rosie, we remember Rosie. Rosie came bouncing by. I'll get it off you, Hank, she shouted, and she jumped up to knock the cup off of Hank's face. Then she just tumbled away. There he is, all happy now.
And he's like, whoa, that was easy.
Exactly. And she doesn't even have any arms. That's a funny thing. Hank didn't have time to thank Rosie. He felt bad about all the times he had been so rude to her. So he
It's
came
our
up
show.
with a
Still
plan.
on the show.
Yes, it's still right there, still in the show. So he came up with a plan.
No,
Ooh.
in the morning.
He came up with a plan in the morning. You're right. Hank decided to grow the best flower he could. Check it out. He's growing a flower. And then give it to Rosie as a thank you gift. It took days, but at last it was ready, and Hank couldn't wait for Rosie to pass by again. He likes it. When at last she finally did come bouncing back, Hank held out the flower.
She's like,
Yeah, she's pretty excited. Look, Rosie, he said, I grew it just for you.
And the turtle's still there.
Oh, I don't see it. We'll see. Uh-oh. What happens next? Rosie was so surprised
And the turtle's still there.
that she jumped up and gave him a great big hug.
He's a tumbleweed, so it just probably only goes through.
Yeah,
He
it
said
felt
that.
so nice. Hank didn't want to let go. And as things turned out, he couldn't. He's a cat.
Give the cat a hug.
Hank and Rosie became stuck together.
Yeah, and another tumbleweed is
Stuck
not.
together.
And look, she's got the flower in her hair now. Check it
Oh,
out.
I saw the turtle.
You saw the turtle?
No, and at the other page it was out. No, the other one. No, the other one we turned.
The one I turned?
No, no.
The one I'm about to turn? Were you peeking ahead?
I was.
You were too? Wow! Were you peeking ahead too?
It was out.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I see it right there.
But, so they became stuck together. But they didn't care. And after all, it's better to be stuck in a hug than to be stuck alone. And you're right, there he is. See, now that Hank is now that he's a happy dude, he's a cool dude, nobody's afraid to be around him anymore. Yeah. So this little dude, he's out of his shell. Did y'all like the book? Yeah. It's a cool book. I like it. It shows how, sometimes some people, they seem a little bit grumpy, but all they need is a hug. All they need is somebody just to show them that, if you show people kindness, even the grumpiest people can use this. Cool. So we read 2 books this time. And next time, if you guys want to join me, I'm going to also be reading 2 books on Tuesday. So on Tuesday at the same time at 10:30, I'll be reading The Little Blue Cup.
Mama's gonna come.
And I'll be reading The Capybaras. Ooh.
Well,
Yeah.
on Tuesday, I'm having my lemonade.
You're having your lemonade stand. That sounds like fun.
My 2 brothers,
Uh-huh.
Leah and Luke, are gonna help me.
Oh, wow. I hope you guys make a lot of money at it. And it'll still be online. If y'all do want to watch it, we'll post it online. So like I have the camera right there. So we'll post it online if y'all want to. Cool. So now I'm going to turn it over to her, Miss Crystal. Miss Crystal will show you. She created a little craft for it. And I'll bring over a table and we can set up the tables. And if you guys want to do the craft, that's cool. And if y'all don't, that's okay too.
Yeah, so the craft is super easy. You're gonna make your own cactus.
Okay, here we go. I'll set up a table for you.
And I have different color cactuses. You don't have to have green. I have pink and yellow. Y'all wanna come get one? Anybody that wanna make one? What color? We got green, yellow, blue.
And I also have a big table over here. If y'all need some table space, or y'all can even do it on the chair that y'all were sitting on. However y'all want to do it.
You want the dark green or the light green? Alright. And
Cool.
we've got some thorns over here, and we've got some glue. Here.
Yeah, I got it. You got it, dude.
Alright, and we got some
Awesome.
regular glue and some glue sticks. And I got some thorns. I just put mine all over the place, and then I drew a little face. You can have a cute face, or an angry face, or a scary face.
Grumpy face.
And then I put flowers on it. So I got some crowns and markers for you guys if y'all want to decorate it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to that table over here. Let's go to the round table. Sissy, you want to go to the round table over here? And then put this right on this side. There you go. Right there. I'll hold it. I'll put him up here.
Everybody has a snake.
I know.
Look, you got a snake too, right?
It's from the other library.
Oh, cool. Cool. It's Snake Day at the library.
It was.
Oh, look. She's sitting up joining our too. What's her name? Lily. Her name is Lily. Is she an all-American girl?
Mom, do you have your cactus? No, I got it for Christmas.
We got her for Christmas. She's pretty.
Okay, Ricky, where's your cactus? I'll open it. Can you go get your cactus? You left it on the other table. Okay. Here, I'll see.
What are we looking for?
Did you want to? I think he lost his cactus, but I don't know.
Yeah, you can grab it.
Do you want a green one?